Go.
And go.
Hello.
Hello, welcome everyone to another cast of the DAO Doctrine Hidden Cup tournament. We are currently in the losers bracket, round two, another best of three, with on the one hand Vlad Dracula and Tamerlane, and on the other hand Subotai and Genghis Khan. You can see the map picks, the civ picks, and the map bans projected on this screen now. Foster, if you're ready, we can dive right into the game.
Yeah, brilliant. So let's go on 3, 1, 2, 3.
All right.
Okay.
Foster, you want to talk about the civs?
Yeah, let's do it. So on our right-hand side, we've got red and blue, who are Vlad and Tamerlane. Tamerlane is, don't know what the thing is, Burmese, and then we've got red is Mayans, so Vlad's Mayans. And the other side, we've got Persians for Subotai and Ethiopians for Genghis Khan.
Interesting. Hard to judge these civ matchups though. It's I've never seen the Slav Mayan combo though. That's an interesting pick for sure.
Neither have I, because it's Burmese.
I'm sorry.
It's Burmese
Mayans. Burmese Mayans. I'm sorry.
No, it's cool. No, neither have I. I was just thinking, is he going to be going for a Rambai here, or a fast castle Rambai, like maybe a Drush?
Well, a Rambai is kind of a tricky strategy if you're playing against Ethiopians, which have really good archers. And as we know, archers do tend to do really well versus Rambai, especially in Castle Age.
Yeah, true.
So don't know what the strategy there is. Maybe to go elephants. Although I do think that Ethiopians just get help, or do they not? Wait, to get pike,
Ethiopians.
Free pike, no. Yeah, they do get helps actually. Yeah.
And that free pikeman upgrade is it's a really expensive upgrade, actually. So they do save a lot of food and gold, and also they get the extra food and gold. So I love that upgrade, I have to say.
Yeah, 215 food and 90 gold or something like that. I think that is the cost of the pikeman upgrade, which is very important, of course, if you're playing against a player with elephants.
It is indeed.
Interesting to see how that will go. And then on the other side, more on the top of the map, we have a Persian versus Mayan matchup. How do you see this, Foster?
Ooh, you've got Persians with their extra +2 damage to archers, which should be nice if this game does go to Castle Age. Presumably it will.
Yeah.
And a nice little TC killing the ball there. Not TC killing the ball, sorry. Using the from Genghis Khan. But Mayans, they got a really great eco, but Persians are also quite good. They're faster working TCs.
Exactly. As you said though, like the Persian player does get knights with an attack bonus versus archers. So I don't know if plus also don't forget that knights also do really well versus eagle warriors. So I'm kind of interested to see what Bet is gonna go with if both his eagles and his archers get hard countered by the knights, the Persian knights.
Yeah, definitely. Just a little thing. The goats stolen from blue down at the bottom.
Yes. Oh wow!
Yeah,
oh,
it's a nice little which a couple of hundred extra food, which will, if the Ethiopian player gets that, he'll basically be able to fast castle.
Yeah, and Teal seems to be taking the safe route here, walking all the way around with his sheep, so that they definitely didn't get spotted. Whereas, yeah, it's gonna be big. It's gonna be big for blue.
Yeah. Blue not managing to find him. He must have been very unlucky. I think they were south of his base.
Yeah.
So we got red. Whereabouts is his eagle in the middle of the map? They're just chilling. Nothing particularly happening.
I think that if red and blue want to win this game, I think they're gonna have to go aggressive early on, because I don't think that they have the better civs late game. You know, green with the Persian player has that late game paladin with attack bonuses versus eagle warriors, of course, being infantry unit and archer units. And then Teal with Ethiopians arguably being, I think, a better civ.
Oh no! Oh, Red just lost a build to the board. It's not going to help. He's got a lot of idle as well.
They're going to have to go aggressive early
so many idle builds there for a minute as well. I think that would make sense.
And Red's still idling his fills, trying to kill a boar with one villager there. That's
Oh,
really bad. Oh, he
what
lost
time are
that.
you
Oh
on?
wait, sorry. Where were you exactly in the stream?
740, 750.
Oh, that why. Yeah. That's why. I'm just seeing what you were describing it.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I'm at 750 now.
8.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Yeah, no. So I think that red not taking the best of starts here, and
Well, what's happened to
blue is
blue?
playing very solidly.
What's happened to blue though? He seems to have no food under his TC and
Seems
all of
to
his
be
fills.
prepping to drop some farms there.
Yeah, I guess. Oh, because he had his food stolen, didn't he?
Yeah.
So he's having to push some deer.
Yeah.
Hmm. Oh no!
I don't know. Tough.
Scottville
Tough.
walking all the way around the map to all the way around his wood line to go and
to make a palisade.
oh, that's so irritating.
Yeah. Why though?
I think he thought that it could do it from inside, and it obviously hasn't.
Yeah.
That's a ball ache.
So
Anyway.
both blue and red not being very efficient here with their eco.
Yeah,
I think we can safely say that.
Yeah, what about the maps though? So Subotai, the Persians, is green. He's got a really open map, to be honest. He's got a horrendously forward gold. He does have a back gold he can take that's safe in inverted commas if you can wall that off, but
I suppose there is a small patch of wood there in the north. So I suppose if he wants to make the second Great Wall of China, he could possibly wall off his map like that. But it's not a great map. No, for sure.
Yeah, no, sure.
Although if you look
second Great Wall of
at
China.
red space, actually, red seems to have a similar problem.
He does have three kind of close.
True, but then the north of his base will also necessitate some walling there.
Has Red even scouted? No, Red hasn't even scouted his opponents either, so he doesn't actually know where anyone is.
He's also really late to feudal.
Yeah.
Which is uncharacteristic for a Mayan player who normally has to go archers, relatively quickly in feudal age, right? But green's already on him with scouts, by the way.
Yep, 2 coming in from the top. Just killing that, doing a lot of damage. I think they'll kill it. He's going to have to quick wall. Quick wall?
I think he's going to kill a villager there. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, why? Why did he pull back? He wasn't in range of the TC yet, though. He might have been able to snipe that.
Oh, I think you're a little bit ahead of me. I'm at 12.5. 12.05. I'll catch up. I'm at 12.22.5.
Okay, I'm at 12.25 now. Are you on normal playback speed or slower playback speed?
Normal, I think.
Okay.
I don't know how do you get to the
I'm
slower?
at 12.40, 12.42, 12.43, 12.45.
12.50.
Okay. Yeah, sort of similar. Sort of. We'll make it work. Anyway, so green going with the early aggression. Got pretty good value off of those 2 scouts, basically. Kept red occupied. Red really, really late to archers, I think. It's already, minute 13. He's still making his first archery range. Still has to start producing archers, let alone having massed, 5, 6 archers to be able to go forward. No fletching, no blacksmith either.
Yeah.
This is really, really late, Foster.
Yeah, he seems like he's either didn't have the wood or forgotten to send fills to a lumber camp. I think.
Plus, also, green. I know, although I joked about him having to make the second Great Wall of China, he is actually making the second Great Wall of China in his base, if you can see that. And not only is he making that horrendously long wall, he's also doing it in the least efficient way possible, not including that northern patch of wood there, just making a long palisade wall.
Yeah, that is
kind of surprised by that, but okay. So even if red does manage to get some archers out, he's not going to be able to get in and do much damage, further delaying his castle time.
Yeah,
if we go to blue space, by the way, we can see that teal is being aggressive. Teal and green, they're combining forces and they're trying to do some damage to blue here. But blue
nicely walled out.
Things fairly locked down.
Yeah, nicely walled out, although he is off berries, so but that was nicely walled by blue there. Red looks like he's a bit stressed out, maybe, unless he's just trying to get straight up to castle age.
Yeah,
fair enough.
That's very risky. Wait, are teal and... Oh no, I thought teal and green were going to go to red now. They're just looping around.
Oh dude, the overchop. The overchop. Is it going to happen? Oh,
They don't even need the overchop. They're going to be able, if the archers would go around, they would just be able to hit the.
hit the bills. Yeah, actually, yeah,
Yeah.
he took it off. I'm not sure if that was intentional, but
Simultaneously though, blue has 4 scouts roaming around teal's base. Do you see that?
I think he's fully walled there, right? Oh no, he's not.
Yeah.
He's opening the bottom. Ah!
Oh,
Is he gonna find
doesn't
it?
know.
Is blue gonna find it?
Doesn't
Oh, come
know.
on. Go look, please. Come on. Click behind the wall. Click behind the wall. You can do it. Uh-oh. Okay, so over back at Reb's base, he's got 12 archers and 5
Yeah.
scouts coming towards him.
Red
he-
is going to have a big problem here.
Yeah.
Red not making any military whatsoever, not even being walled up. So
Yeah, he's got a couple of archers randomly around the map.
Teal noticed that the bottom of his base, the back of his base was open, by the way. Teal is now walling that up.
Oh, nice. Well done.
Oh, if we look at Red's base, Teal with the archers, why? Oh, should have gone forward. Oh, should have gone forward.
I
Should've
think
hit
they
the
just,
archers. Why,
I think
why
they
are
just
pulling back?
assumed. Although they can take that palisade down in very little time if they attacked it.
True. Although Teal seems to be focusing his energy on trying to take down the mining camp. Not sure if I agree
Yeah.
with that 100%, but
No, I think Red's a bit been a bit stressed by the pressure because he seems to be quite lacking behind. Although
I mean, to be fair
Sorry,
though,
that
to
was
Red, he's
score-wise.
going to be up to Castle Age the first. The problem is just what exactly is he going to do there versus
Yeah.
scouts and archers. You know,
Yeah.
you might be able to swing things around with one mangonel, but then you have to also take care of those scouts.
yeah, true, and he's not going to be that much further behind. Sorry,
Oh.
a green player is not going to be that much further behind to
Exactly.
Castle, and he,
And once those knights start streaming in, it's going to
Yeah.
be Teal now going to snipe a
Yeah.
lot of vills here at the berries.
yeah, he's not got
One
any
build
army.
down.
He's not got anything that he can actually
No.
really do with that. It's looking
No.
bad for Red here.
Also,
Blue.
Red
blue
is
to
sneaking some
stabilize?
villagers down to blue space. Not sure what the idea is here.
I think he
They've
just ran.
stopped now. They're just idling.
Yeah, I think he just ran, didn't he? And then he sort of
Oh,
figured.
thought we were gonna see some a very intricate plan here played out. Some sort of like really secret sneak type tactic.
No,
Oh,
I
he's just
think it was just.
collecting wood.
Oh, nice quick wall. He could have actually kept on going there, I think.
Yeah.
But oh, there you go. The archers are coming in, and that's gonna. Oh, come on, bring those scouts in. Can he not get? Is there not a hole there? Yeah, there is. Yeah,
Oh my god. Oh wow.
that's gonna be a
Red.
bad time for Red.
Ay, ay. I mean, to be fair though, Red did manage to get some skirms out, but just the sheer numbers here that
Yeah.
Teal has, you know, it's
And those
we do
scouts are
much.
just gonna jump on those
Yeah.
those skirms and this.
they should, yeah, they should.
Da, da,
And
da.
Green being in Castle Age though,
Blue just
he's
clicked up.
probably gonna start producing knights, I assume, but I don't see any production yet.
Yeah, there's a couple of knights coming out. So Blue's going to be clicking. Yeah, clicked up. And is he on stone? He's got 1 on stone. I'm not really sure what Blue's going for. It looks like he's got a lot on wood. He's got 20
Meanwhile,
on
Green
wood.
and Teal cleaned up Red's army here.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, they're not going in. They're waiting. Is Teal waiting for something here? Maybe for his
I mean, they're
score.
doing enough damage, I think.
Score.
I think they're probably being conservative, keeping the numbers, because there's
Yeah.
there's no real advantage that they're going to gain unless they go on to hit that gold. But they've idled
Exactly.
everything. Either he's long distance, having to long distance chop wood. So I think if you keep the numbers alive, you keep your advantage, and then I mean, he's just dealing with the pressure back home with those 4 knights from the 3 scouts.
Exactly.
Um,
Green was, by the way, keeping his knights around his own base, trying to find those blue scouts that have been attacking his palisades. Couldn't find them. Is now going forward to Red's base also.
Yeah, and here come a load more Ethiopian archers, so that's 24 now, is it? Something like that? That's a lot. Yeah, 28, which will very soon be upgraded crossbowmen and Red.
And that is going to be, if it wasn't over already, the game, then I feel like we can safely say it's over now.
Yeah, I can't see how Blue's going to be able to carry this, because even with, let's say, a Rambai, he's not going to be able to take out those archers. So unless you can like
True.
defend back home and do that, which
Well, I
yeah,
mean, blue also never went on stone, never committed on going to stone, so it doesn't actually have
true, true. What's
it
blue going
is
for then?
not really in the possibility of
Oh yeah,
creating a
there we
castle
go.
to make. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. It's he could have called it 10 minutes ago. To be really honest,
yeah. I think
it's a resounding victory for green and teal.
yeah, there's good pressure on onto red. That there's scouts getting out nice and quickly and really putting a lot of pressure on him. And then I don't know, red got to Castle Age, but it didn't really benefit him. He didn't have any army
Oh,
to do anything with it, so it's
was a bit
tough.
greedy. Should have probably invested that 800 food and 200 gold in making some skirms and securing his base.
Yeah, yeah, it's tough.
And then,
Um,
even if you do decide to do this greedy strategy, he's mines. He does get the cheapest stone wall. So maybe if you do want to go full greed, then, it's not inconceivable to wall up a large part of your base and try and stake it out like that. Maybe, I don't know.
yeah, yeah. I think probably quite a lot of stress. It's difficult to make the right decisions when you're under kind of pressure. And he maybe
Exactly.
just
Exactly.
maybe on an open map just didn't fare so well.
Exactly.
Yep.
But also on another note though, blue being virtually untouched the entire game, I mean, a small hiccup there, but they never really got to him in the same way that they got to red. And
Yeah.
even so, he's still pretty far behind in terms of boom, in terms of like units out and stuff like that. Like blue is, for example, blue's on 57. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
blue was on 46 villagers, and
Yeah.
green was on 50, and teal was on 45. So even with blue barely making any military and barely being touched, he was still not able to catch up. So maybe, Foster, we're just looking at two players of a higher skill set.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, it looked like it from certainly on this game.
Yeah.
Which I do think I do think the really open maps tend to kind of show any differences much greater than on smaller maps. Oh, sorry, on
Exactly.
open maps. So let's see how we go in the next round. Should we
Let's go to the
click on
second
over?
game.
Yep. Bum, ba, bum, 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 bum. Oasis?
That is what it looks like.
Yep. Cool.
Let me just load it up and pause it immediately, and then we can unpause it at the same time.
Yep. You paused?
I pause it 5 seconds.
Okay, let me
unfortunately.
just. It's all right, no worries. Cool. So 3, 2, 1,
2,
go.
1. Okay.
Okay. So.
Aces. Interesting pick.
So it looks like Tamerlane and Vlad, same colors as last time, going for Teutons and Ethiopians. And wait,
Green did
Stop
change
moving
colors
around.
to purple.
Green did change color to purple. Yes, he did. Sorry. So Subotai, who was Persians last game, is now Teutons, and Genghis Kahn Teal is now Khmer. So they've gone for no archers, presumably, unless Khmer's.
Teuton, Khmer.
Unless they are going for archers, but presumably quite a boomy game. One would expect with the civs that we've got. See how it
Then on the
goes.
other side, we also have a Teuton player and an Ethiopian player.
Yeah. So blue and red in the south against teal and purple in the north. How the base is looking. I mean, that's really, really wide open for teal there. That's about the widest open I think I've ever seen Oasis.
Yes. Yeah,
It looks
exactly.
like he's-
Also, purple is going to have a really hard time walling off as well. I think that
Yeah,
blue
he's
has a
got
really
forward
easy
forward
wall
gold.
off. Blue has a really easy wall off to do, and then red relatively easier. Has
Yep.
a lot of small patches of wood there, but yeah, definitely the map advantage goes to red and blue, no doubt, no doubt. But then when we talk about
Yep.
the civs here, Foster, so we have a Teuton player versus a Khmer player, and a Teuton player versus a Ethiopian player. So I would say that the Teuton versus Khmer thing, where
Yep.
red is versus teal, that's
Yep.
probably going to be a good matchup for red. The Teutons, they do get one of the strongest halberdiers in the game. So if if Teal wants to go with any type of elephant play here, he's gonna have a hard time
Yep.
passing through there. And then also Teutons get really good siege. They get siege onager, etc., so that even if Teal wants to go with the traditional commerce strat of going heavy scorpion, he's gonna have a tough time. And then on the other side, if we look at the Ethiopian versus the Teuton, again, the Teuton does have really good siege, so that's definitely an option if you're faced with Ethiopians, even though Ethiopians, they do get really good archers.
Mm-hmm.
And then, there's not much else that Ethiopians could do versus Teutons. Ethiopians, they do get Shotel warriors, but Shotel warriors get shredded by Teutonic knights, which also produce pretty fast. So, yeah, in conclusion, it's
Yeah, I
basically
think
every player is at a every side has its own favorable civ and then not favorable civ.
yeah, I think unless you get Ethiopian siege to kind of force kind of chokehold fights, which could be quite nice with Ethiopian siege and Ethiopian archers actually.
The torsion engines tech really does
makes
help your siege onagers.
Yep, and it makes the Scorpion some of the best in the game as well, doesn't it? Although I think that recently got nerfed a bit in the last patch. I can't quite remember. But yeah, that's it's kind of two slower civs, you might say, because you're not generally going to go cavalry with Ethiopians, because I don't believe they get bloodlines. And maybe some other.
It also looks like purple is going to let green do. Purple is going to let blue do all the walling here.
Yep.
So green is investing a lot of time and resources into trying to wall that up.
Yep.
Might not be. Is this already? Is this indicative of blue trying to go with a more boomy strat here, Foster?
I think it's just kind of quite a standard thing, to be honest. I would say most people wall up on Oasis. Either way. But yeah, I mean, purple's got that really forward gold, which could become a problem, and he's got another forward gold actually. He's not found his sheep either.
Actually, blue is the only player on this map that has back resources mainly.
Yeah, but
Blue's
purple's
got
not
amazing resources, positions. That is, I mean, his stones backward, his gold is backward.
Yeah, he's not. Purple hasn't found his sheep, and blue will find the extra sheep on the outside actually. So it's going to put him at a real advantage. You can basically fast castle with those extra sheep that you get on Oasis, which is super nice. Yeah, purple now walling the front of his base. He's going to run out of food under his TC. Oh yeah, he's having to put down farms already, so he will be fast castling presumably. Makes a lot of sense. Let's see, on the villager front, everyone's had the TCs producing. So Teal now is trying to wall off this horrendous map that he seems to have got. He did find 3 sheep though from in between like neutral sheep. So hopefully that'll give him some extra.
Well, actually, if Teal walls like that, it's a doable map.
It is just a lot of walling.
Of course, it's fairly close to his TC, so he doesn't really have much space. So if he gets pushed, it's immediately going to be into his eco. Yeah,
and straight onto that gold. And he's not got actually all 3 golds forwards as well. So in fact, all resources are forwards. Oi. But yeah.
So purple going with the rather unconventional option of instead of putting his wall against blue's wall, he's just leaving this sort of no man's land here. It's basically a North versus South Korea type situation where there's a demilitarized zone maybe.
Oh, he's getting attacked by a cougar. It's not going to kill
going
it,
for the double palisade wall.
Yeah, he's very scared.
Interesting.
He needs to get the double down. To be fair, it does stop stop any pressure. It gives you an extra sort of however long it takes them to get through one wall.
Yeah,
can double up.
So he's definitely going for some sort of boomy build here. I think we can say that now.
Purple's still just scouting up and down with the scout rather than finding his sheep. Whether he's forgotten.
Still not researching feudal age either.
Yeah. What population are we on? Yeah, probably I wouldn't. I think if he's going fast castle. Sorry, who are we talking about?
Purple.
Oh,
Just started
I'm
researching
on
field
Tamerlane.
age. It was fairly late to researching it.
Sorry, I'm completely colorblind. I'm not completely,
Oh, are you?
no, I'm not completely colorblind. I'm just useless with colors.
Okay.
Sorry, yeah. So, who's gone up at what pop then? Oh, I've just realised I don't have the. There we go. Sorry, I didn't have the extra thing on the side that tells you when people go up.
Oh my God, red, that wall.
That's.
Oh Jesus Christ.
I
Okay,
guess.
so instead of using those patches of wood, red is just like nope, just gonna.
Yeah.
And by the way, teal's gonna snipe a villager there.
Yeah.
At the bottom.
Got him.
That's
What time are
pretty
you
bad.
on? I'm on 13:10.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
I
cool.
am at 13:20 now.
Cool. Yeah, that's good enough. Cool.
So, red, that's a pretty big wall.
Yeah.
I gotta say, wonder what the reasoning behind that is. It's a lot of very long walls here today.
So
It's,
with those extra
sort of
sheep,
been seen today.
Teal's 60% of his way up to castle age already with those extra sheep, so that's
Oh.
really nice for him, which he'll be loving as Khmer because you can slap down a load of farms and Subotai still housed. Still housed. Is he building a house? Oh god, that was painful. Oh, Subotai's gone to stone.
Interesting.
Yeah, so presumably looking to kind of castle the front maybe and just secure his base, just because of that forward gold perhaps.
Blue is now stonewalling.
Oh, and we've also got a stone. Everyone on stone from the Ethiopian player as well. That's a lot on stone. 10
Yeah.
on stone. That seems excessive.
Yeah.
Who's now stonewalling? Sorry.
Blue is stonewalling now. So blue is really
yeah,
doubling
yeah.
down on its defense. So blue's definitely not planning to push purple. It seems like.
Yeah, I think you might
Seems
be right there.
Yeah. They might just be conspiring to attack teal together. But of course, to do that, they would have to have some sort of plan here, and red is still preoccupied with trying to complete that Hadrian's wall there, that super long straight line wall that he's building houses now. Is sort of making a house wall behind it.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah, so it looks like everyone's going to be hitting castle and dropping castles on the left-hand side.
Blue is sending 5 villagers to red. So I think blue might just be dropping a forward castle.
I think so.
There.
Yeah, and it looks like red's still not clicked up to castle. Did he forget a building, or did he just not have the res? Oh, he still doesn't have the res either.
No.
Oh, that's painful. Ah, man.
Yeah. Meanwhile, teal well on his way to booming now. So
Yeah.
Teal's already dropped 3 TCs. So already has 3 TCs.
Yep. There's beastly Khmer farmers getting them out, pumping out bills, presumably. Is he actually producing from all of them? I'd assume so.
I wonder what blue and his 5 villagers are planning
enough.
to do there. Oh, building a castle right there.
Cool. So I think, it looks like stone up, stone wall one side, like you said, and then just either double or make sure the other side's protected. Kind of looks like that.
And blue is committing now to finishing that stone wall, tasking 2 villagers now to completing it. Still going to take roughly 5 hours to complete that wall, but he's committing to it. And and Subotai, so the purple player, just making a castle at the forward, at the front of his base there.
Yep. I think that just sort of stops any forward pressure, sorry. And
question is though, what is blue going to do though? He's only got like 5 villagers on gold, so that's and not nearly enough on wood to start producing archers and booming at the same time. I wonder what he's doing, what he's planning to do here.
Yeah, so he's got 6 on gold and then the other 5 over at red space. So yeah, I'm not too sure. He doesn't look like he's going military, so they don't look like they're pushing straight away. But
doesn't really have the eco to do anything right now. And meanwhile, teal really outbooming everyone now on 48 villagers. That's I think over 10 villagers more than the second best player in this game. Almost. Well, that is currently on 40.
Yeah,
So
they're gonna have to put some
yeah,
pressure on him because if not, that's gonna be like he's
yeah,
just gonna be so many villages ahead by the time they even do
exactly.
anything.
If he's
Um,
able to get those Khmer heavy scorpions out and
yeah,
mass them, and then add some halberdiers maybe in, then that's going to be very hard to push.
yeah, like, yeah. I can't really see that this is gonna go well because they're just not putting any pressure on at all. I'd like to have seen that castle. I don't know. I'd like to have seen the castle be a bit more aggressive or do something with it, but it
I
just
was
kind of looks like
expecting an
it's
aggressive castle drop actually. I'm
yeah,
really surprised that he didn't do that. Of
yeah,
course, blue did not have the scouting info.
yep,
In fact, blue and red have not scouted their enemies yet, so blue and red could not know that, of course, that teal had all his resources forward. So I think that was, yeah, should have probably scouted them a bit more. If you
yeah,
compare their line of sight, by the way, to the line of sight of purple and teal, you can definitely see a big difference. Purple and teal scouted their entire enemy spaces. They know where all the resources are. So if they want to go forward and they want to hit them, they know straight away where to do it.
yeah.
Yeah, and if you compare that to red and blue, they basically have no map information whatsoever.
Yep, yeah, they're basically playing blind, aren't they? It's
Mm.
I just like they're walling up. Red's walling up here, but he's not booming or anything. I just
I'm kind of saying, kind of surprised by the decision to stonewall both sides, though. I think that's kind of overdoing it, and yeah, it's a lot of fill time, it's a lot of stone that you're investing in that, and
yeah,
still, both of them have no army yet. I mean, blue has is now massing Shotel warriors in his castle. The question is, what is he going to do with that? Maybe he could try and bust through Teal's palisade walls and run around his base. But
mm,
Teal already has a stable out, so he's going to be able to make some elephants to chase that. And he's also dropping a relatively forward castle now.
yep. So I'm guessing that's to go up to Imperial Age. Yeah,
Yeah,
looks like it. I mean, he's going to be in Imperial Age with 3 TCs and being able to produce army, whereas I think yeah, we've just got knights now from Red, so
yeah.
it's not looking good.
And even though purple didn't have the best start, I would say he's really catching up now. Purple on 62 villagers, teal on 71 villagers, and red and blue really lagging behind. Red on 45 villagers and blue on also 45 villagers. So there's a really big gap in terms of eco, in terms of booming. The same gap we saw in last game, really, Foster. So this is basically just a continuation of what we already saw last game, namely that these players here, these two duos, they're definitely there's definitely a big skill gap here.
Yeah, yeah, I think you can be right saying that perfectly. So Red's going forward with a castle drop. It looks like here, but
Yeah,
only with 4 villages. Presumably he's. I don't like that castle. You could have put it on the 2 golds of red there, of teal. Sorry,
yeah.
but
Although
still,
they might be able to do some damage here. Red is making a lot of knights here, and blue does have a good number of Shotels here. 16 Shotel warriors.
yep. See how it
Of
goes.
course, the Shotel warriors are kind of lacking the attacker upgrades.
Yes, still such a big base damage that they have there, right? 16 damage. They basically just
Exactly.
shred buildings.
Uh-oh, I don't think Teal's gonna. Yeah, Teal has to commit more villagers to
Yeah.
keeping these out. I think that was the play here, going with house walls. Should have probably stonewalled behind that.
This is the game of stonewalling.
Exactly. Yeah. It's they do love their stone walls. If he's able to keep them out, that's gonna be huge, though.
So the only thing is from this, I'm not liking what the Khmer players making military wise. Yes, he's got a couple of castles defending the left hand side, but you could just as easily break in and then move around the right hand side. And you've got your TCs there, which will melt to
Yeah.
knight and Shotel warriors.
Exactly. Interestingly, Teal has decided to go ballista elephants in Castle Age, although he's almost Imperial Age. Interesting unit choice, Foster. It's not really a unit we see often.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of them, but if you get them in large numbers, they are incredibly deadly. So,
Yeah.
and he does look like he. I mean, he's not actually really got the eco for it
No.
either, but he's also not got any other military buildings. But Yeah, he's going to need to make something because there's a lot of Shotel warriors here now and a lot of
Exactly.
knights.
And try and bust through those stone walls. Should probably even get fortified wall if he's committing to stone wall
Student.
defense.
Some elite Teutonic knights, or Teutonic knights from purple, and purple on the way to Imperial Age, so he can soon bust through those walls of
Yep.
blue. But it looks like for now, this aggression, if they can get through these walls, if this aggression, might pay off, then come on, blue.
Oh, actually, it's a pretty good strategy if Teal just
Yeah, sits
his
ballista
ballista elephants behind his walls and just shoots them down. It kind of makes you wonder why he still has the bulk of his ballista elephant army garrisoned up in his castle there. Castles there. He's not really showing his cards here.
Yeah, I'm not sure why. If he's just going to ignore those units and run into
No.
red space.
Is he trying to keep it a surprise, maybe?
Yeah, I'm
Trying
not
to
too
surprise
sure.
them that the fact that he's going with ballista elephants?
Not too sure. On the other side, nothing happening.
No, purple having the time of his life. Absolutely nothing happening there. Purple just having a really nice quiet boom.
Yeah, free to boom.
Almost Imperial Age.
I think
Looks like he's going to push with Teutonic Knights. Should probably add some siege in there too. Some onagers maybe.
yeah, I've seen a siege workshop from the blue player here. I'd like to just see them get a ram, try and get in there, do some damage. Because if not, that's a lot of ballista elephants now. To be fair, 17.
Oh, petards! The petards! Did you see that? Oh, Teal's gonna be able to re-wall that though. Teal's gonna be. Oh, did you see that? The petard.
No, I missed it.
What minute are you at?
I missed it. 31:45.
Okay, yeah, no.
Yeah, I just
so
didn't see it.
blue petarded, no, red petarded his way through Teal's walls.
And he
but
just
Teal
re-walled it.
was able to just re-wall it. So, new petard coming in there. He really should get fortified wall. He should get fortified wall if he's committing to this stone wall defense.
Yeah, I don't understand why blue's not making a ram. I know
He's out with the ballista elephants. He's out with the ballista elephants.
That's not enough ballista
No.
elephants.
Ooh, this is not going to be a good fight,
Yeah,
though.
I don't think that is a good fight for
Wow.
Teal there.
What's the idea here, I wonder?
I'll
They're
just
not
sit
elite
there and
yet
be annoying.
either, though, so they're not super strong. Oh, he's just trying to lure them in there.
Yo, look at that forward gold. Sorry, that main gold from Teal. He's got so many on there now. He's really going to be struggling for gold in a minute if he needs to go back into his base and have a look for the extra ones. The Khmer elephants there just sitting in that gap.
Yeah, I can kind of understand the strategy, but I still don't think it's going to be great.
I guess with the castle though, it's going to be not the world's worst fight, but. Have they gone for any extra villages or anything? No, doesn't look like it. No. Still just going for all-in 1 TC push. I'd get some siege. They need some siege, I think. Blue and red here. Oh, there we go.
Red is making mangonels and blue is making rams. So, but yeah.
Yeah.
Need to get
He's
in
finally
fast.
making rams. Sick. Good.
He's got Teal's got elite ballista elephant now though, so able to take a much better fight here versus Red's knights that
No armor on them.
pushing, by the way.
No armor on them though.
Red is
How's that
coming in with
affected?
another petard. Red is coming in with another petard. Wall. There's a gap in the wall now. He can go in if he wants to, but he's got no army. He's got no army to do so. Neither does
What
blue.
time are you on? 31.
I'm on 35:20.
Okay, cool. I must have missed the petard. My bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Red has been trying to petard his way in there. Oh, interestingly, purple walked over all his Teutonic knights to Teal.
The slowest walk ever.
And that probably took roughly half the game, but yeah.
Yeah, you're right. He looks like he's trapping the wall down from blue as well, so he will have actually access over there if he wants to. All the Shotel warriors from blue just going back over to the other side now.
Yeah. Purple switching into Paladin now.
Purple. Right. Yeah, makes sense. Teuton Paladin pretty strong, and they've got 150 vills each, which is more than double a red and blue player here, so they're gonna have a very easy time. And a forward castle coming from the Khmer player with 21 villagers. he wants to get this castle up. But it's going to give him a nice thing to make trebs from, area to make trebs from, and just put pressure on red here. And this is just.
Actually, they could probably just take down the castle with those Teutonic Knights, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh well,
So
actually, they do get murder holes for free, so maybe.
There's a lot of Shotel warriors here, but they can't really do anything, and there's now 4 castles from purple.
Yeah.
Teutons. Uh-oh, what was that?
This...
Red. No, I just said
Yeah,
nothing.
the Shotel warrior's trying to buzz through, but purple's gonna get up another castle there, and he's gonna mercilessly shoot down all those Shotels, I think.
What's that? What's the
mercilessly shoot down?
What's Red's worst performance I've ever seen? Is he trash talking himself there? Like, I meant worst performance of players.
I mean, I think Red is just describing what we've already noticed, namely a very large gap in terms of skill. And even if Blue manages to get through with his Shotels after taking heavy losses there from the castle,
they're not doing
it's just
anything.
like Paladins waiting for him, fully upgraded Paladins. So what's the point really?
Go Shotels!
Oh, it's gonna be a bad fight for Blue.
I think there's gonna be every single one of those Shotels die just from the fire from the castle alone.
Yeah.
Oh. So,
Yeah, Blue calling it.
yeah, it was fairly convincing set there. Really, I think they needed Siege to bust through those walls because they did have quite large numbers, and Teal didn't have any actual military on the field. Had they had a bit of Siege, got through, and maybe been able to do some damage and really turn the tides of that game, but yeah, just weren't able to find anything, were they?
No. As I said, Foster, this is just basically a very large difference in terms of skill, and
Yeah.
it's not Red or Blue's fault here.
No.
But it's
I don't
just
think so
when
at
you're
all.
playing against players who are definitely so much better than.
Yep. Not a lot you can do.
Yeah,
Right.
it does kind of make me wonder though, because this is the losers bracket. So it's interesting how Teal and Purple they do seem to make a pretty solid team. They got knocked out of the winners bracket, so that's kind of interesting.
Yep. So presumably they'll be advancing along the winners losers bracket to face the. I'm not sure who they're facing next. So yeah, cool. Should we wrap that up then?
Let's wrap it up.
Not much
Foster,
else.
thanks so much for co-casting with me. These two interesting games, let's say. Kind of a mismatch here in terms of skill, but still a pretty convincing, albeit freewheeling performance from Purple and Teal here.
Yep. Be really interesting to see how they do in the later stages.
I mean, if this if this is representative of the participants further down the losers bracket, then I feel that
Yeah.
Teal and Purple are gonna steamroll everything.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty competitive, I guess.
Oh.
Awesome. We'll finish it there then.
All right. Thanks so much for watching, everyone.
See you later. Bye.